Hello, it's me again, Shane. If you don't know much about Shane, he works about 23 hours a day, might sleep 1 hour, but he tries to get an episode of some sci-fi show. A lot of conversations that I've had specifically around having teenagers and them being in high school, etc. Yes, it's very busy, very exciting, lots of events. But the main thing I kind of want to talk about was kind of the adoption process and the fostering process of the older kids in foster care. I do think that is one of the most taboo conversations in foster care. So everyone wants to adopt the younger kid. The kid maybe up to age 5 for whatever reason, and I'll be honest and say that we were in that same page too. Going into moving forward with someone that was 11 years old or 9 years old, we were kind of concerned about that because we had fostered someone that was younger before. When we started the fostering process with the 11 and 9-year-old with Isaiah and Jordan, it was very different than we expected. You know, we had these older boys that were on edge. They'd been on edge because they'd been in foster care for so long. Even talking to Jordan about some of the, well, when we were looking at adoption, he still felt up to that day that we weren't going to adopt him. So even up until that moment, he was still exhibiting behaviors that were consistent with, these people are going to leave me. I'm scared of that, which was completely understandable considering they'd been in foster care for 3 years. I will tell you this, and anyone who knows me personally knows the 3-year-old was the hardest transition in our home. When you foster, you have this honeymoon period, and once they start kind of feeling comfortable, they start showing some of their evidence, their evidence of trauma, and how one day too, Sophia was already throwing things and screaming in our face. So that she was gonna have cupcakes for dinner. Now it kind of took me aback because one of our main things was we wanted to foster someone young because it was going to be easier. That is definitely a misconception. So I'm going to leave it at that. Do not count out someone that is 11 years old because they're about to be a teenager. Both boys have been amazing in our home, and we've seen them grow by leaps and bounds. So if you're looking at wanting to build a family, wanting to give someone a home because of whatever reason, I definitely want to just share and reshare that myth. So until later, bye.